That's right, and we are joined now by our guy. Always love talking to AD all day. The man is hustling. Antonio Daniels, NBA champion, SiriusXM NBA radio, Pelicans TV analyst, Fox Sports Radio NBA analyst, business owner, was wrapping gifts for kids. I'm running out of stuff, AD. I can't think of any other slashes. What's up, bro?
How are you?
Fellas?
We're good, man. Happy New Year to you, brother.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, fellas. Happy New Year.
No doubt. Shoot. The fans don't love the fans don't love LeBron. Is that where you're going?
No, I already know where this conversation is going to go.
How do you know?
I'm guessing. Let me see if I'm right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let y'all ask.
No. You tell us what you think it is. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to start with something we talked about earlier, and LeBron being 15th currently in voting, and kind of what that means. Does it say anything? I said, it happened to Jordan his last year with the Wizards. If it can happen to Jordan, it can happen to anybody. LeBron said, and Rob said, blank them fans, LeBron.
That's right. I would give them the middle finger, and I wouldn't go. I wouldn't show up. I'd say, this is what you're going to do. The All-Star game is in L.A., I don't even know the guy from Portland who's ahead of LeBron in the voting. I don't even know who that is.
Actually, come on, Rob. Let's be honest. Deni Avdija right now is probably the league's most improved player. If the most improved player was voted on today, Deni Avdija would probably win that award.
Okay, here's my point though. This is LeBron James in an exhibition. The world against the United States, correct? It's an exhibition. It's not. It ain't. If it's just about stats, we wouldn't have fan voting, right? We wouldn't. It would be okay. Here's put the stats in. Here's your WAR number that they do in baseball, and people with the best WAR are going to make this team. That's not what we're doing here, and that's the part that I can't understand. That people really have turned on LeBron from this standpoint.
Oh, no question.
That's what it is. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. And 100. See, what I'm saying, Rob, I agree with everything you're saying 100%. But you could have said everything that you just said without discrediting the year that Deni Avdija is having.
Okay.
This is one of the reasons for me. I wasn't on board with the whole USA versus the world thing.
Thank you. I'm with that.
This is one of the reasons I wasn't on board with it. Because now you have guys that are making the All-Star game, and you have guys that should make the All-Star game that aren't going to make it. But I will say this, though, Rob. Honestly, let's keep it a buck here.
Okay.
Is LeBron an All-Star so far?
No.
No, he's not.
Okay. Right. So I understand exactly what you're saying. Because realistically speaking, the All-Star game is a popularity
That's
contest.
all it is. There's my point. That's my point. It was like a couple years ago, AD, where they gave players a chance to vote, and 125 players didn't vote LeBron for the All-Star. Seriously, where are we?
That's different. That's personal.
Right. That's what.
For sure.
But I'm just saying, it's an exhibition. That's what it is.
Agreed.
I'm surprised.
I'm with you.
And it being in L.A., that's the other part. It's in L.A. It ain't in Denver.
I'm with you. Okay, I will tell you this. That's not where I thought you guys were going to start.
All right.
So y'all got me.
Well, where did you think we were going to start?
Tell me. Yeah, tell us.
With the whole, are you okay with the 65-game threshold thing because Nikola Jokic got hurt?
Oh yeah,
now it's a talking point.
Yeah,
that's on our list. We got that coming up next hour. Yeah, that's on our list. You can give us your opinion on it if you want to, though.
Yeah, where are you?
I've always been on board for it. I was calling for this years ago. Years before they put this in place, I was calling for it. Plain and simple. Because, it's amazing to me how we say one thing and then something goes wrong and then we want to go back. Like before it was 65 games, everybody was mad at players for not playing. Mm-hmm. And you know what they said? You know what? You got to put something in place so players are held accountable for showing up. Players are held accountable for being available. Then they put something in place. Now a couple guys get hurt. Now, well, you know what? Maybe this isn't the best idea. No, it is. Because you should, being available is a thing. And it should be a thing. Guys can't control injuries. You can't control injuries. I am on board with the 65-game cutoff. What I'm not on board with, and I never have been on board with, is a guy's contract being tied to making all NBA or all defensive play, all of that. That's what I'm not okay with.
All right,
Okay.
you know what? And in baseball, I want to go here.
Okay.
You want to win the batting title, right? They have the number. And I think it's fair so that a guy can't win the batting title and he played 100 games and Aaron Judge played 149 games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you need 3.1 plate appearances per scheduled game. If you don't have that, you can't win.
Qualify.
You don't qualify. And here's the only other caveat that they throw in with the baseball one. Say you were 10 games short of the number that you need. If they put zeros in for those 10 games and you still had a higher batting average, then you could win it. Do you know what I mean?
I'm with that.
If to me, that's fair.
Because we
right?
don't know what you would have done. We can't assume
exactly.
you
But if we give you
went 3 for 4.
zeros and you still have a higher batting average than the next guy.
Yeah.
So let's apply that to the NBA.
Right.
Let's say a guy plays 43 games, right? And now for the next 22 games, you give him all zeros across the board.
Right.
How do you think that looks?
Right.
Well, that would look crazy in the NBA.
I
The
know.
NBA is
Yes,
a different.
it would.
Yeah, the NBA is a whole different.
And-
it's a different game. One person controls way more than you can in baseball.
And I don't know if Antonio, I told you this before, and maybe I did because Kelvin likes it, and I've seen other people
What's that?
on Twitter. I said to really curtail people from doing that, and it's not a problem as much as it was, where people sitting out games and resting or whatever. Is it's real simple. You can go out or whatever, you fake an injury or say you know whatever, but you have to miss a minimum of 3 games.
I've been saying that too.
Okay, you missed 3
I've been saying-
games, and that's it. So you can't take that easy game off in some city because you would have to miss the next 2 games at least.
Who knows where those are?
And if you're really injured, you're given time to get well. We're not judging and telling you you're not injured. So if you're injured, you got to go on the injured list and miss at least 3 games. That would stop people. Or if they don't have an injury or whatever like that, you have to get zeros in your stat line. Do you know what that would do to your career averages if you started adding zeros
Guys
across
are very
the book?
conscious of that.
That's why they don't
Do you
play.
remember-
Fans ask that all the time. Why don't they just play 10 or 12 minutes and get out the game? Because their stats will go down.
Do you remember the old injury list
Yes, I do.
where you missed a game and you had to believe? I believe it was 5 games.
If
At the
they
time,
put you
I believe it was
on.
5 games.
Yeah, if they put you on the injured list.
Yeah, so they put you on the injured list and you missed that game and you had to miss the next 4.
That's how it
Like, you
should
couldn't miss the
be.
game. Yeah, and then you had to sit out the next 4. Like, the thing is, if guys were playing and if organization held guys accountable and were playing guys that are healthy when they're actually available, we wouldn't even be at this point.
Right, and we wouldn't have had to come up with the 65 because
That's right.
it would have just been, hey,
That's
if
right.
he was injured, I
So-
believe he was injured.
Yeah, so you can't act like this thing just came from nowhere.
No.
You know what I mean? They didn't just come out with 65 games from nowhere. They came out with 65 games because they felt like they needed to do something to hold players accountable for not being available. And this is a heel I don't care who gets injured. I don't care what first, second, third team look like. I don't care who wins the MVP, all of that stuff. I will always be in favor of giving guys credit that are available more than guys that aren't.
No doubt. Hey,
What's the biggest surprise to you so far in the NBA season? If you had to,
The Detroit Pistons.
okay.
say that again. My phone, the phone was
The
tripping.
Detroit Pistons.
One more time because we couldn't.
Now I hear it fine.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you
what-
that too. I'm going to that game tonight against the Lakers.
What?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's the biggest surprise. We knew that they would be competitive after the way that they ended last year. Cade Cunningham is trajecting in the right direction, but for them to be second in the Eastern Conference, first in the Eastern Conference, like at this point of the year, the year's almost half over. We're not talking about a small sample size here. We're not talking about 10 or 15 games.
You got them in the
We're almost
conference.
halfway through
You
the
got them in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I would not be surprised.
They
I wouldn't be
sh-
surprised.
they
I
should
want
be.
you to make a pick, yes or no. Right now, if I asked you, will the Pistons, just from what you've seen, you say it's not a small sample size, will the Pistons be in the Eastern Conference Finals? Yes or no? That's all I want. Yes or no?
Well, okay. Right
That's
now,
all I
I'll
want.
say yes.
Right now.
Rob, I'll say yes.
Okay.
But you know that's the wrong question to ask in December.
No, I'm
because-
just asking. I know there's a long
hold
way
on,
to
hold
go.
on. I'm going to tell you why. Number one, because it's a long way to go. And number two, because it's a lot of trade that's going to happen prior to the trade deadline.
Yeah,
so it's a lot of movement that's still going to happen.
Okay.
No
All right.
doubt.
I just want to hear where you are on that. Okay.
I would be okay. I would be okay picking the Detroit Pistons to go to the Eastern Conference Finals by what I've seen so far.
Knicks Pistons would be great. That would be
I
great.
want you to know that before the football season started.
He did not ask you this.
Oh, I just want to tell him that.
Rob G let him go already. He's
Antonio,
gone.
I said that the Lions would not make the playoffs,
Rob G.
and the Chiefs would not make the playoffs.
I ain't wishing a Merry Christmas.
And I'm going to sit here right now, and I'll bet Kelvin another pair of Jordans that the Pistons will not, NOT, be in the Eastern Conference.
We will
Finals.
talk the day after trade.
Man, Rob, that's not the same. That's not the same. Like saying they won't be in the Eastern Conference Finals, that's not saying much. If they make it to the second round, it's still a successful season.
I didn't say that the season wouldn't be successful. I'm talking about would they take a leap from not winning a playoff series in 15 years to going to the Eastern Conference Finals? No.
Okay, let me ask you
That's
this,
what
Rob.
I'm saying,
Rob,
Antonio.
Rob,
when was the last time they won?
Rob, would the Pistons be in will they make the second round?
They could make the second round depending on the matchup.
No. Rob, I'm going to do what you did to me.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, AD.
All right, we're late. We're late now.
Now we late.
We're late.
Boy, hey, AD, don't worry about it. I got him, AD.
Man. We appreciate you.
That's going to be the
Here
thing.
you go, Rob. You done needed me.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, AD.
Happy New Year, fellas.
No doubt. The best, man. We love it. All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.